Hello everyone, I'm RickV5,
And I am Sandman99.
and we're back with the Madden NFL 2005 Lifers franchise, Season 3.
Yes, and we are playing in the conference championship game against Grant Kaufman and the Dallas Desperados. So if anybody can give us a tough game, I think it'll be these guys.
Yeah, well, they are the best team in the league on paper.
I suspect that this is probably the Super Bowl game right here. Because regardless of who wins in the AFC, I don't think either of those teams could beat the Desperados anyway.
Yeah.
And we crushed the Bad Men earlier this season. It was a very lopsided win. And the Desperados are the only ones that gave us even a mildly challenging game this season. So, you know, if they come up with a strong effort here, they might be able to challenge us for this conference title game. But I think they're about the only ones who have really any chance of beating us.
Well, I'm going to be certainly cautious in how I play defense against them. Because I know how strong they are.
Yeah, and they might come out a little stronger than usual because this is a playoff game, right? And I think somehow this is one of those intangibles where the game steps up the difficulty once you hit the playoffs, right?
Yep. Well, in any case, I'm going to back the safeties off probably all game long and things like that, and go with relatively conservative coverage schemes.
Yeah, this is a rivalry game too. The Desperados are a rival.
Wow.
So, double jeopardy here.
Yeah, this should be harder than normal.
EA Sports welcomes you to another great NFL matchup. Welcome to this matchup between two teams from the NFC as the home team squares off against Dallas. We're here for another great game. Welcome to the action. I'm Al Michaels, my partner, John Madden.
Now, we always talk about
they're talking up the defensive tackle.
Yep.
Well, when you see what this guy can do,
Well, these guys do have a strong defensive line, right?
Yep.
He demands so much attention.
If I remember right, I don't think I had much success running against these guys. And I think we only scored about 35 points against them, too.
Oh, they think you're going to come out with the rushing attack.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's going to be my first choice, but if it doesn't go the way I hope, then I'll obviously have to make adjustments.
Next thing you know, we check their game plan, and it's like, we're going to come out running. It's like, well, you're going to throw like 40 passes this game and 14 runs. And it's going to be, that's your running game.
Liable to pull something.
And let's go to the field for the coin toss.
The only way I could see them... oh, we won the toss.
Nice.
I want to defend this side. The only way I see them running the ball any great amount at all is if they run the ball early and get a big run.
Yeah.
Right? If they get a big run for a touchdown right off the bat, well, then you'll see, 20 or 25 runs game. But if they don't, then they won't stick with the run very long. Because they got to get those, they're going to be looking for those highlight reel plays, right?
Well, I'll do my best to not give up any big plays.
Yeah.
As I always do.
Yeah. Well, I think you should probably play pretty much the same way that you usually do. Yeah, they've got two very good receiving tight ends, I think. Looks of it. I would say that your dime defense is probably the best option here to make sure everybody's covered.
Well, we'll see. Actually, I'm wondering if maybe I should go with flat zones here. As typical. I know I've gone with the man coverage a couple times in the past here, but I suppose I can always change my audibles if I'm not happy with the way that they're working.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will just go with the full man coverage at first, and then we'll see how that works. I'm not sure if they're going to have a speed mismatch against me and get some big gains on that. That's why I was thinking about the flat zones. But we'll see how it goes, because they're also going to have a speed mismatch on me downfield. And I don't want to give up that kind of yardage.
So let's pick up the
Well, we have to kick it to them. Okay, let's go kick off right this time around.
The home team are lined
I got a
up.
wind at my back. Ooh.
Kicks it high,
Doink.
but very short. From the 31.
Oh! Wow, he ran you
Okay,
over.
well, maybe we don't want to kick it to that guy anymore.
Yeah, he's a halfback.
He's a fullback by the looks of him.
Oh, fullback.
Yeah, I think we kicked it to the fullback there.
Oh, well, they actually didn't get past the 40.
Yeah, they didn't make it back to the 40
It
anyway.
looks like they're coming out in single back big, so maybe it's worth it to not have
First and 10.
the flat zones here. Or not single back big, single back 3 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Stabler, the lone
Because
back.
the man coverage would get all screwed up.
The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. They'll pass on first down. Closing in, looking long down the
Well, that
right
didn't
side
take
of
them
the
long.
field.
Look at that.
Pass was
Well, that's why I backed up the safeties.
Bring down
Yeah.
those throws, be a little bit
First
more
play of the
active.
game, and he's going for it all.
And get his team in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Just got to keep those safeties backed up.
looking for room. Sharp step on. Breaks free. Number
Wow, he broke my
43
tackle, too.
makes the tackle at the
Yep.
45-yard line.
Yeah, he kind of plowed through a few people. Now they got the big guys out there, though.
Better than the Super Bowl itself.
I think it has to do with the
And
conference
they're not going to
championship.
outrun you
Just
even
knowing
with
each other better than the
70-something
Super Bowl
speed
team.
tight ends,
Plus,
I don't
you've got
think.
all the hype and distraction in the Super Bowl.
Making some changes along the defensive front.
No, they're going to try,
To
though.
the outside. Fails to hang on.
Yeah, that wasn't going anywhere. Even if he catches that, Seymour tackles him for a loss. See, their passing options are very limited when they come out in that formation,
Now
right?
here's the
Yep.
punt unit as the defense
They
forces
basically
a
can
3-and-out.
throw a short drag to a tight end over the middle, or they can throw like a short out or a flat pass or a short corner to a tight end, right?
The offense just about ready to call their first play of the game. So they have first and 10 here.
Oh boy, here we go.
Looks like he's changing the play. Dropping back to pass on first down. Throws it.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my god.
Are
you serious?
The 20, the 10, and he
What happened there?
toward the end zone. He launched
Well,
that one
that's
on
why
his
that
first
90-degree cut right at the line of scrimmage, right? Because sometimes, look at this, they've got 4 guys bunched over there, right? But look at, he does a 90-degree cut right into the middle,
And they all run into each other.
and it makes all those guys run into each other. And I'm not sure here, but it looks like this guy's playing some kind of a zone defense, right? You see that? The way he plays?
Yep.
And I think this guy who's got man coverage on Quincy turns the wrong way. Or maybe they swap coverages or something, because number 83 there is John Mike Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's just running straight down the middle of the field. He's running a post. And actually, by the looks of it, if I'd have wanted to, I probably could have thrown the post to him too, because he was wide open, right?
But
was
not that wide open.
not as wide open as Quincy White was, though.
Like, wow.
That was a absolutely badly covered play there. 84-yard touchdown pass to start the game, hey?
Yeah, that's crazy.
They'll line
Wow.
up for the extra point. And it's on its way, and he tacks on the extra point.
Okay, well, let's go kick off left this time. Let's see who's over on that side.
Benson in to kick this one off.
Well, you know. Probably everybody on the team can return kicks, being an all-Madden team.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, kick this one a little better, though.
Put some air under it, but it looks a little short.
Tight end?
Yeah.
From the
Yeah, tight end.
27-yard line.
So that's the side to kick it to.
The last time
Yep.
After 3 plays.
Well, they got a yard less this time than they did the first time, right?
First and 10.
Basically, this is just my equivalent of the squib kick. Just because I don't want to kick the ball out of bounds and give the AI offense a boost,
Yep.
right?
Throwing on first down. Pressure, steps up.
And I think it's kind of acceptable to have them start on their side of their own 40-yard line. I mean, you know, if I kicked off and they returned it normally, I'm probably going to have them start around the 20 to 25-yard line anyway.
Yep.
Possibly the 30 if they get a good return. So
Sends a man in motion.
oh, you're looking for a run, are you? Yeah. Whoa.
Seymour holds him down behind the line.
But they don't normally motion that fullback around like that.
Yeah.
Brings him down for a loss.
I'll tell you, he might be one of the smartest linebackers in the NFL right now. He anticipates, closes, then
I kind of hesitated there, but I kind of clicked after a while.
Drops back. Under pressure.
Oh, look at Greg May fights off the block and then sacks him.
Nice.
defense could really get it done out there.
Yeah, look at that. Wow, he just put him on his back, eh?
Yep. Well, that's why he's on the team. Look
Yeah.
how big and strong
That's
he
what
is.
a 275-pound outside linebacker will do for you, eh?
Yep.
It's 4th and a mile, so out comes.
He's average size for a defensive end, but he's pretty big for a linebacker.
Yep.
Here's the kick. And he chooses.
Well, I'm not going to get any return yardage on this.
Nope.
It's 1st and 10.
Well, let's see what happens this time. Well,
Visiting team.
Oh, okay.
A nickel package. Calling an audible.
They're not leaving the safeties off, both of them.
Yeah, only the one on Quincy's side.
Pass on first down. On the move.
Oh, you could have thrown it to Quincy again.
Really? I didn't even look to that side. I was looking at some pretty favorable coverage over on the right there, so that's why I threw it that way.
Yeah, well, I mean, I imagine the safety probably would have made the stop there against Quincy on that one.
By rolling out or bootlegging.
Quincy's fast, but he's not that fast.
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't even look
Number 6. Sends
over
a man
there.
in motion. Hand it off. Breaks the tackle.
Nice tackle break.
Yeah, you know that whole deal about what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable.
Yeah, that
object?
time the tight end in the gap there did a good job too, eh? Like he blocked that linebacker, and that's what I really needed him to do.
Yep.
You know, like our offensive line is a little bit outclassed by these guys, but they managed to hold them off just long enough, right?
Yep. Yeah, as long as they can engage the guy, things are going to go well.
Looking downfield, trying something to the left. He made it. Diving tackle to bring him down.
Well, these guys are not doing a very good job of defending the long pass, that's for sure.
I wonder if there's a speed mismatch there.
I think there's a speed mismatch with just about everybody against this guy.
I mean, like, I understand they're an all-Madden team, but you can be an all-Madden player and not have 99 speed.
True.
They have 7
And so that
yards
might
to
be
the
what the
end zone.
defect is there. That guy
Well-
might be like an all-Madden coverer, but he just can't keep up with them. And if they don't back up the safeties and corners, he's never going to get the results that he normally could achieve.
Yeah.
Gain.
Uh-oh, somebody got through the middle there.
Behind the line for a short
From the right, actually.
Yeah.
Another outstanding
It was a
defensive
backside
play.
pursuit
He's
by
made a
looks of
name
it.
for himself with plays like that. He's one of those guys that every defensive coordinator would love to have on his team. He's smart, he plays with good intensity, and he's a heck of a leader on and off the field.
Calling an audible.
Well, like I said before, these guys are tough to run against, right?
He tucks it away.
Oh, look at that.
Mitchell gets right in there and brings
Yep.
him down. The offensive
That was
line
a
looks like it's
problem
just
with
play.
a lead blocker not recognizing something there, right? Because really, this guy should be blocking into this hole,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, that's how the play's drawn, right? He should be blocking into that hole. And he should see this guy. And he doesn't. He just runs right by. That was his job. That was number 86 there. He missed his man, right?
Yep.
Back to the game. They're 12 yards away from the end zone. The visiting team.
Well, I don't know if I can get into the end zone with this, but
you could get yourself a dead short field goal.
Dropping back. Throws it.
oh, yeah, just couldn't quite get there.
At the 1 yard line.
Stopped me at the 1.
Shorter than an extra point.
Yep.
Oh, he stopped you at inches.
Yeah, really, eh?
Looking to try the field goal.
I know lots of people would go for it in this situation, but I'm more of a take the points when you can get them kind of guy.
Kick is up.
Aha.
Is good. The home team are set to kick it deep.
Here you go, Mr. Tight End. Oh, I think that's a lineman.
Yep.
Yep. He did a pretty good job, though.
Yep.
First and 10. The corners playing off a bit. Stabler, the lone back. Going to the left.
Oh.
Lewis stops the play.
Wow, look at Lewis.
Yeah.
That play wasn't going anywhere except backwards.
Right defensive end. Gets in there and stops him.
Because he's trying to make something happen that's not going to happen. They end up losing a bunch of yards.
Stabler, the lone back. Abrams in motion.
Oh, I went and bid on that. I thought it was a pass.
The play.
That's okay.
So that play goes for about 6.
They're still in a 3rd and long situation here. If they pick up 5 yards on 2nd and 14, I don't think that's a big tragedy.
The home team backs its secondary off the line to be in better position to defend the deep pass.
There you go. That's the soul-sucking defense, right? You give them that short pass over the middle and just tackle them short of the first down so they have to punt.
Well, to be fair, if he was a better coverage guy, Lewis might have actually deflected that pass. But he's not a very good coverage guy.
Hey, he did a great job there. They threw that pass over the middle and they got 5 yards when they needed 9.
Yep.
Right?
He did exactly what he needed to do.
Yep.
What was expected of him.
First and 10. Gaines moves in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. Looking downfield, gets rid of it.
Oh my God.
Dives and brings him down. Amazing play by White.
That's the type of thing that can happen when you get this guy the ball.
Look at this, though. I can stand back in the pocket like I didn't have to move. And he's fast enough that he managed to get behind both of those guys, eh?
Yep. That was good.
Yeah.
It was a well-run play.
It's first and 10. Calling an audible now. Gets the call. At the 30.
Well, that turned out to be a good run against these guys.
Yep.
This is a great block. Watch here.
All the blocking set up real good this time, though. Look at that. Number 86 there, he gets the safety. Right?
Yep.
That was the fullback, lead blocker. Well, so far I've got a lot more passing than I have rushing yardage, that's for sure. We'll try a run to this side, even though they got the line shifted that way. Maybe I can run around them.
Because you don't want to deal with the stack side?
Well, no, I just wanted to give it a try, right? Because if you don't at least give lip service to the run, then, you know, that allows them to change the way they play too, right? Now, on 2nd and long, they're going to do this. And I have very little doubt they've got some kind of blitz coming here, right?
Yep.
They've got to, with that many people in the middle.
Drops back. He's looking. Throws on the move. And it's complete.
Go green.
Makes the stop at the 19-yard line. Number 6 delivered that one with just the right amount of time.
He's one of those guys who's extremely accurate with his passing. His receivers rarely have to make any adjustments in their routes to come up with a ball.
Oh, wow, I didn't see that guy. Wow, I got lucky there.
You did.
I did. I totally didn't see him. Right? I switched sides because they brought the safety down on this side.
Yep.
Right?
And they were blitzing him too, I think.
And I figured there'd be a lot of traffic there, but and also look at this, right?
Yep.
So you don't want to try and throw the slant into there, but look at what this guy does, and I totally didn't see him. I was not expecting that. I thought I was looking at man coverage, right? And this turned out to be a zone.
Yep.
But they disguised it really well, and they just about got me. That was just pure luck that wasn't an interception. I can't take any credit for that at all.
Well, but that's another field goal.
Yep. We were lucky to get that 3, though. Really. We were very, very lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Oh, to that side again?
Yeah, I'm just going to change sides every now and again.
Oh, that's their fullback.
Just oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah, he's a quick guy for a fullback.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll avoid kicking it to him in the future.
I think he's got like 80-something speed.
Yeah.
He's like gains plus.
Stabler, the lone back. Gets the handoff on the delay. Dives and brings him down at the 47-yard line. So that's a gain of about 5. Second and 6.
That was a good shift there at the last second.
Yeah, see, I thought they came out in a 2 tight end set there, but I guess not.
Yeah, well, he had the perfect angle to just charge right in there unopposed, eh?
7 yards to go. Giving some cushion on the outside. The visiting team line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Rolling. Right to
yeah, he's going to be short again.
He's going to catch the ball, and then Lewis is going to hit him.
Yep, playing that zone in the middle.
So the line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick.
Nice,
wow,
you held that guy.
With that guy and
yeah, you held that guy up just enough that he couldn't get down there and maybe down that ball.
Yeah, well, it looked like I interfered with him there, and it was still barely enough. That guy's so fast.
Yep. No, that was nice.
Number 6 sends a man in motion. Solid hit. Just crunched it.
And the thing is, when you get hit like that, it's like having a bumblebee in your helmet. You just can't get rid of it. Who needs to pass when you have a running game like that?
Yeah, I bet you I've amassed all of 20 yards rushing so far in this game. Eh? Funny.
Off to the back.
Well, I managed to slip through a gap there, but the way they lined up there is probably the best strategy.
Yeah, a really good call there, because the defense was sure that they were going to go with a pass play.
You know, like just let your front seven, your linemen and your linebackers defend the run and leave your defensive backs back so that I don't burn you on a deep pass, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's really the way to play for these guys.
For anybody, really.
Nah.
Oh, look. That time, my lead fullback picked up that guy in the gap, eh?
So that play goes for
yep.
about 6.
Like he did what he was supposed to do this time.
Second down.
After all the nonsense that you see for these kinds of things.
Well, every now and then they do what they're supposed to, right?
Yep.
But quite often they also do some crazy things and you wonder why they did them. Well, it looks like the bad men beat the Guppies. That was pretty much a foregone conclusion anyway, I think.
He gets the count. Hand brings him down at the 43-yard line. And he gets to the 6 on that run to the outside. The offensive line really doing their job on that play.
And the thing is, if you get them around the end and towards the sideline, you're already behind. And it's tough to catch them from behind.
Okay, we'll try the pass this time. It didn't work very well when we tried to run to the line shifted side the last time around, so.
Going to the air on first down. Throwing.
No problem. Hudson's got you covered.
He ducks out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Number 6 has just broken the 200-yard mark with that play.
Wow, you've thrown for 200 yards in like one quarter in like 1 minute.
Yep.
16 minutes.
So far, the passing game's going pretty well.
Hudson goes in motion. With the carry.
Yeah, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. It's a beautiful thing. The running game is really a lot of fun when everybody does what they're supposed to do.
I can't believe things are going so well so far. Knock on not wood.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Directing traffic.
Gonna move this guy out because I don't like where that safety's standing back there. Watch that linebacker on the left. Yep, here he comes.
Gets the pass off. And it's complete. Boyd makes the tackle at the 27. They convert the first down on that throw.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
It's 1st and 10.
Uh-oh, did I just call a stretch play with Gaines? I did.
He'll do fine.
Houston in motion.
Nuts. Oh, well.
Well, maybe Gaines can break that linebacker's tackle.
Looking to run it here.
Or I'll just cut it back up inside.
That's the Gaines stretch run.
Yeah. It's that stretch dive, eh?
That's right. And the guys go, wait a minute. When we were watching tape earlier this week, it was always the stretch run when they lined up like that. What the hell's going on?
Looks like he's changing the play. Calling an audible now. Throwing. He hits his receiver.
Houston catches it like a pro. And probably better to get tackled by that corner, too, than to get hit late on you by that safety.
Yeah.
The way this guy's throwing, he's going to stay in that rhythm until the defense knocks him out of it.
Looking for room.
Nice.
That was an almost perfect run in that type of situation.
It sure was. His lineman created a little push.
Yeah, let the stars do their work, right? Let the stars make the plays.
Yep.
Benson comes in for the extra point. The kick is up, and he checks out on the extra point. What a shift in this one. 20 unanswered points for them.
They're just pouring it on. They're really starting to dominate.
And that drive was very impressive. Over 70 yards, and a lot of time was used. Kept by the touchdown.
They really were effective in what they were doing. And you can eat up that much time and drive the ball that far down the field and end up with 6 points. It's really disheartening.
Wow, look at that. Just ran right through him.
Well, they are all Madden players. You have to
they
expect that kind of thing every now and then. You're going to get booed every kickoff.
Yeah, I know. Every time they make it to the 40, I get booed. But it's better than kicking it out of bounds.
True.
Only one back behind him. Passing on first down.
Whoa!
He
Wow.
ran right into him.
Yeah, somebody forgot to block him.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been playing for a while now. And let me tell you, he might never be better than he is right now.
It's second down and 15 to go.
Well, look at that. He just put him on his back again.
Diving tackle at the 48. He found a soft spot of the defense and was right there to make the catch.
The thing about a pass like that,
He wasn't trying to throw a deep ball that time, though, so he was able to throw it before you could sack him.
Third and
Yeah.
2.
Well, I'm not going to switch to a medium zone quite yet. I'm
No,
going
I
to keep
wouldn't.
playing
But they
this.
just backed
Yeah.
up their corners and safeties, even though they'll probably see a run.
Whoa,
here.
that was a backward pass.
And I'll make the tackle on that.
Make it.
I'll just come over and make the tackle on that.
Yeah. That was I don't know why they don't drop back further when they were trying to run those screens, because that's, like, you've got to take a deep drop. Like, look at this. He's not deep enough to throw a screen to the halfback because he's going to end up throwing it backwards, right?
I think the problem isn't that he's not deep enough, it's that he steps back forward,
Yeah.
right? Like that.
Yeah.
The
but I don't-
quarterback, the AI quarterback loves to do that for some reason.
Yeah, but this is obviously a halfback screen, right? And I don't know, but when I run a screen, I keep dropping, like, backpedaling and let the defensive line chase me for a bit, right?
Well, look at what the hell happened here. Like, the guy I'm trying to engage is the guard. And
Yeah.
the guard actually breaks away from me because he's probably going to screen block.
Yep.
And I get pushed off here. And then he catches that pass and there's nobody around. So I'm like, well, I guess I better run that way.
Yeah. No, I don't think the AI executes those running back screens properly, right?
Yeah,
I think that's half the problem, is that I think he was looking downfield at one of the longer options first, right?
I think, too, it's a bit of a canned animation thing.
Yeah.
Because they always do this thing where they, like, drop backwards, like, 3 or 4 yards, and then they jump forwards a yard.
Yeah.
Like, they don't just drop back.
So they have first and 10 here.
And I think that's done so that, like, when you're watching the demos and stuff, it looks more quote-unquote realistic or animated.
Yeah.
But it's, from a strategic point of view, it's not very good.
Oh, look at that. He missed him. Why did he turn outside like that?
And he chases him down.
Special blocking with a capital S.
Yeah, I guess.
he's one of the most knowledgeable defenders in the league. He knows how to play the game.
Well, I know. I got to look at this again, right? I moved this tight end over here and I snapped the ball when he's going to head up this gap right here, because I know that linebacker is going to try and shoot through there as soon as I go to hand the ball off. And everything goes pretty much the way it's supposed to until he decides that he's just not going to block that guy.
Yeah, he decides to block the corner.
Instead, he's going to go out and block the corner instead. Right? I mean, why?
And we go back to the game.
Oh, I don't know.
That's just so dumb.
Because that corner's not even in his field of vision.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know how he would have seen that guy from that far away.
This one is handed off. Kennedy takes him down.
Well, I think
Awareness is the great enemy of the offense.
Yeah, we may be coming up
That's
with
because
our
they
first
continue their
punt
effort
here
to
for
establish a
soon.
run game here in the first half.
Well, at least try to get over the 20.
Yep.
face a long third down here.
Oh, look at this. They're going to come out in a zone defense.
Come out in the nickel. Looks like he's calling an audible.
No, they just audibled.
Did they?
Yep.
Yeah, they did too, didn't they? Okay, well, I guess we're not going to get much out of this anyway, I don't think.
Surveying the field.
Oh, God.
Parker uses his
Nobody came open that time. They even had the underneath guy covered. Wow.
With a very quick first step.
Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3-and-out.
Okay, I managed to do a passably good job of that one.
Here's the catch.
Right
So
on.
the punt goes out
You may
of
have just
bounds.
saved us.
Well, they're in the same position they've been starting all game long anyway.
Yep.
It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, that was a good play they called there on that third down. They had everybody covered, right?
Pass play here on 1st down. Pressure.
Oh, look at this.
The receivers downfield.
Oh, man, that gets me every time when that happens.
Yeah, you got cut blocked and then he stepped up and he stepped into you and tripped over you.
God.
We'll go back to the play on the field.
That gets me every time when I see that.
Hey, you know what? That's a feel-good kind of a thing because
15 for the first.
why is it that same player will be cut blocked 7 times in this game and he doesn't learn, right?
Yeah, true.
Kaufman with a man in motion. Hands it off to the back. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
Yeah,
Well-
you can shift right into the teeth of my man coverage. I'll let you do that.
Yeah, they're up against it now.
Good job of getting upfield quickly, creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them.
Alford pulls
Well,
it
they're going to
down
be punting.
at the
Yep.
43.
Hey, that's the soul-sucking defense, right? You can let them have that short pass and then they can punt. After they come up well short.
Yep.
They haven't picked up any points. Haven't even
Although
picked up a
I do think
first
that he's
down.
probably
Here comes the
completed a
punt.
majority of his passes.
I think Al just said they haven't even made a first down yet in this game. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay, well, that one took a Louisiana bounce, I guess. So to speak.
yep.
It's 1st and 10. The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Green, the motion man. Going to the air on 1st down. He goes to the left side.
Oh, he dropped it.
He read the single
He
coverage
dropped
and
it.
went on.
Oh, that was all hands,
Oh.
too. That was all hands.
Yep, it hit him right in the hands. Well, you know what? He drops one every game, so I guess...
Yeah, he does lead the league in drop passes.
Yeah, he dropped 17 passes in the regular season.
He dropped
so-
more passes than any cupcake team.
Dropping back. He's
Throw it.
looking. Gets the pass off.
Wow, I was getting scared there.
He wasn't about to let the runner juke him. He watched the center of his body.
Same pass again.
Hit
Hey,
him solid,
Yep.
just like
I guess they didn't learn anything from the first down play.
Maybe they just thought you wouldn't do the same thing twice.
Oh, I'm absolutely going to do the same thing twice.
And 3 times.
He'll pass on 1st down. Throwing. He hits his receiver. Across midfield. Davis takes him down at the 43-yard line. They get another 1st down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass, and it's working.
Directing traffic. Changing the play now. Gets rid of it. He finds his man. Dives and makes the tackle. A powerful arm brings them a 1st down this time.
Yeah, and you talk about putting some heat on your throws.
That
This
good old
guy
fingernail
really let it
tackle.
go.
It's
Yep.
1st and 10.
He's got 200 yards receiving so far in this game.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Number 6 with a man in motion.
Now it's Gaines out there.
Going to the air on
Yeah, he
first
doesn't
down.
catch a lot of
He's
passes, but
on the run.
yeah, and he dropped that one.
Maybe you would have been better off firing that one in as hard as you could. Maybe stick to him.
Maybe, but I wanted to try and lead it outside a little bit too, right? I didn't want that defender to be able to jump in front of that. Oh well, this is what Gaines does anyway.
Yep.
That's his job. His job is not so much to catch passes.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. And they find themselves in...
I love that off-tackle run out of the wishbone. It works really well.
You were hoping you'd get a second block there, or what?
Well, I was figuring I would give him a chance for it. I mean, I know I'm not going to probably run over that safety in a one-on-one situation, so I figured, you know, when I saw that that block get the pancake there, I figured I'd give him a chance to maybe get in front of me some more. Oh, somebody blew it over there.
Get to him before he got very far.
This defense can really get after the ball. Once they figure out where the play is going, they do a great job shedding their blocks. Then they have closing speed to get to a ball carrier very quickly.
They come out of the nickel.
Okay. Huh.
Dropping back. It's
Kennedy. Yeah.
The rookie holds it in the end zone.
That's got to feel good for him.
Yep. I was watching that linebacker because I figured I didn't like the way that coverage looked. And I was just getting ready to eat the ball and maybe kick a field goal, right?
Yep.
But when that linebacker blitzed like that, well, then I knew I'd be able to throw that short curl, right?
It's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. And
well, we're up 27-0.
Yeah.
It's almost halftime.
And I think we're going to kick it to the left. We're going to kick it away from that fullback there because he's a menace.
Totally shutting him down. And every play the offensive coordinator calls seems to get him big yardage.
Kicks it high, but very short. From the 33. On their last drive, it was 3 plays and out, and now the offense comes out onto the field once again. 1st and 10.
See, their hurry-up offense is actually slower than if they were just to choose a play.
Yeah.
Because it takes them time to actually line up again.
Yeah. Well, they're going to hurry up here because I don't think he made it out of bounds, so he can't stop the clock there.
Drops back. Under pressure.
Whoa.
That was...
do you see that leaping lunge?
Yeah. That was the left end.
Yeah. Bolt.
Just over a minute still to go. The offense lines up with split backs behind the quarterback. Gets rid of it.
Oh, yeah. But he couldn't catch it and keep it in bounds. So they're going to go on 4th down now.
Perfectly on this play. 1, he watches the ball all the way into his hands to make the catch. And 2, he shows great awareness and gets both feet down in bounds. That's a nice looking play.
It's a 4th down try.
Kaufman sends a man in motion. Throws it.
Oh, he made it.
Yep, the slant pass.
Yeah, I think that's the first time they got a 1st down in this game, too, so far.
A 4th and long situation here. And they call him the perfect play at the perfect time. He makes one heck of a throw, and he gets it past the marker to keep him going.
You're going to try your luck on the halfback side, are you?
Yep.
Yeah. That fullback's been cut blocking you every time. Oh, that was just a drop there.
Drop passes in playoff games can kill a team. Players should be stepping it up, and he needs to if he wants to help his team get to the Super Bowl.
The corners playing back. Only one man back. Closing in with the throw. They'll mark it at the 23.
They called a timeout. So at least you don't have to deal with the hurry up, at least for this play.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Kaufman back in the shotgun. Rivera, the motion man. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Throws it.
One of them hookouts.
Yep.
They'll knock him out of bounds at the 5.
Well, they might score on you here.
They need 5 yards for a touchdown.
Just watch, they'll run here now. Probably.
Stabler, the lone setback. Kaufman sends a man in motion. Looks like he's changing the play. Dropping back.
Nope, they're not running. Oh, wow, that was a crowd that he threw that into.
Great play.
Yeah, well, I had a zone defense out there too, with the entire middle flooded with short zones.
Yeah, no, that was a very risky pass there. It's just Holt wasn't very aware there. He just let it go by him. But
Yeah. Which is too bad.
oh well, it was bound to happen sooner or later.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's up. And the extra point is good. The visiting team are able to move a little closer.
It's
The
27 to 7.
Up for the kickoff. Nice distance.
But we do get the ball back to start the second half.
From the 5-yard line to the 20. Missed tackle. Defense gave up a touchdown the last.
Well, I got a bit of yardage back on that return.
It's 1st and 10. Changing the play now.
Well, Recre 5X, I'm definitely going to take a deep shot. If they're going to line up like this, I'm going to try for a touchdown.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Looking for a receiver. Trying something to the left. Pass ball's incomplete. Read it perfectly with single coverage, but the ball was tipped away.
Well, whatever problem he was having covering that early in the game, he seems to have worked out by now.
Well, for some reason, I didn't get as much on that ball.
Yeah.
I don't know why. There just wasn't as much power behind that throw as usual, right?
Well, the way that you have to throw lob passes in this game, too, it's very, very difficult. It's very timing sensitive.
Yeah.
And so I'm not surprised that there's some inconsistency there. Even I can't do it consistently every time. That's why I don't throw long passes.
And they have a lot better shot at hitting someone in stride.
He sees something in the defense.
Well, they're not really showing me much of anything here, so I think I'm just going to let the clock run out.
They did a lot of good work in Madden 07 and later games, reintroducing the lob pass, which they made a lot more difficult in this game, probably to make the defense stronger.
Well, that's halftime, and I think we need to take a brief halftime stretch.
All right. And we're back.
Yes, ready to begin the second half.
So before we start the 3rd quarter, here's a quick look at how both teams have fared in the first.
Look at that. They've had the ball for less than 10 minutes in the first half. So aside from that last drive where they managed to produce a touchdown, basically you just didn't allow them to do anything.
Yeah, well, the 2-minute offense is always tougher, right?
Yeah.
1st and 10.
Yeah, in the last
they always have something extra. It just seems to click there.
Yeah, in the last 2 minutes of a half, it seems like they always play better, right? Oh, I'm not fast enough to outrun that guy from behind.
Was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run.
I'm not sure what happened there because there isn't supposed to be Yeah, look at that. See, those two guys, both the left tackle and the left guard, didn't bother to block anybody. So that defensive end came through unopposed.
And the tight end couldn't get to him.
This is like a dive play to the right. Like, what's going on here? Why are those guys doing that?
Yeah.
Like, I would have picked up 3 or 4 yards on this play.
Because the hole even opened up.
Yeah, if those guys had actually done their jobs, right?
Yep. I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain.
Well, you know what? It's not so much that I said before that the defense plays well. It's just that the offense plays badly, right?
Nice. Oh, no.
That's not a fumble. I'm going to challenge it.
So the coach wants the referee to take another look at that last play.
The call on the field is questionable. They're going to review it, and this one might get reversed.
And we'll take a few looks to
right, that's not a fumble. When his knee and his elbow both hit the ground first,
it's not a fumble, yeah.
It's not a fumble.
The ball started to come out before his knee was down. If it did, then it should be counted as a fumble.
That would have been a guaranteed score for them. They would have got a huge momentum boost from that.
Yeah, well, it's just one of those things. Like we said before, the use of challenges is built into the game, right?
Yep.
They designed the game deliberately so that you would have to use challenges. It's part of the game.
Passing on first down. With the throw, he finds his man.
Nice find there.
Well, like I said, I watch that linebacker when he lines up out wide in space like that. Because quite often they're blitzing when they do that, right?
Yep.
That's a couple of times in this game, actually, that I've seen him do that.
Green, the motion man.
See, I'd watch him again, right? Just to see.
Drops back. Throwing.
And then what I can do is I take a very short drop when that happens, right? Because he's coming out there, and I take a short drop. Because if I drop deep, it gives him a clear path to come and get me. Whereas if I take a short drop and stand in the pocket like this,
can turn around
my running back can turn around, and he at least has to run over him before he can get to me, right?
Well, he's not going to run over Martin because Martin's actually pretty good at blocking.
Yep.
Ball on the 21-yard line. They have a big lead.
Okay, well, that looks like a 5-man front almost, hey?
Number 6 with a man in motion.
Everything is set up.
Yep.
Yeah! I love that.
Powell running there to move the 6.
You know, the defense had him stopped short, but he did a heck of a job of busting through the tackle to get enough for the first down.
Yep, Gaines is a good running back. When we start the Crusaders playthrough, Gaines is going to be wearing a Crusaders uniform. That's just how it is.
You're not going to get to.
Looking for a receiver. Scrambling.
Yeah, I didn't have enough time to call the flat pass there.
Yeah, you got stupidly robbed because of the short amount of time you had there.
Yeah.
Just about every game.
Yeah, definitely. Gaines is going to be wearing a Crusaders uniform in that one. I don't care if I have to trade 2 players to get him.
Well, you probably got a lot of players that you could freely give away.
They give it to the halfback. They're going to keep testing this rushing defense.
The guy seems to get stronger every time he touches the ball.
Seven yards to go for the touchdown.
And then who knows, maybe you could convert Pete Clark to a wide receiver. Or a defensive back.
I don't know. He may not even have a spot on the team.
True.
I might trade him for Gaines, actually.
Well, if they'll accept it. Usually they want to come out ahead on top, right?
Throwing right on the money. Slips behind the
There, I had twin spots that time, eh? Instead of running the slant in the middle.
They play all the time in practice, and they use it a few times in just about every game. And then let me tell you, most of the time it's successful just like that.
Benson comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. The home team are set to kick it deep.
Lineman.
Yep, it looks like the lineman's going to receive the kickoff this time.
Yep.
But they still have enough time to turn it around.
1st and 10.
I keep wondering why that doesn't produce a fumble, actually. Because you'd think that those guys would not be very good at handling the ball, but...
I mean, you'd think, but you know what? I had success subbing a defensive tackle into the fullback position, and he did a pretty good job of carrying the ball without fumbling it, and he only had a carrying rating of like 20.
Look at that, he had to break a tackle in order to run for a 1 yard loss there.
Yep.
He's got the experience to diagnose plays very quickly.
Funny, he bounced off May, and then your dime back took him down.
Well, good, because the dime back's actually a pretty big guy, too.
With the throw, and he hits his target. Hank makes the play at the
That was the nickel guy there, making the tackle there.
Yep.
Yeah, the receiver showed great concentration looking that one right into his hand.
The corners are giving
See, I hate 3 wide receivers with a tight end, because it's the formation that's most likely to screw up your man coverage.
Well, that was an unforced error there, I think.
Nah, that was pass defense.
Yeah, well, it was closely covered.
Deflect the receiver.
So the line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. He signals for a fair catch.
That was a terrible punt.
Yep. It was a terrible punt. Oop. Let's put the right guy in if we're going to run the stretch here.
Yeah, you've run it a couple times with Gaines in there.
Yeah.
Houston, the man in motion. Anderson.
Well, you got all the right blocking there, and then just got fingernailed.
Well, I had enough speed, but their linebackers are as fast as Anderson is too, right?
Yeah, like they're crazy fast. They're like as fast as defensive backs and as strong as linemen.
So I'm going to take my 7-yard run on 1st down and be happy.
Well, it keeps the clock ticking too.
Yep.
You want someone there to tell you to watch out because he
Well, they were generous on the spot that time.
Yeah, I'll say.
I didn't think I was going to get that close to a 1st down.
Maybe that's that home field advantage that we clinched.
Yeah, well, maybe every
Makes
now
little
and then they just do something nice for you, I guess. Now let's see if we can get a 1st down on the ground here.
And look at the call.
Oh yeah, and then more.
Wow, that was a fantastic run.
Matt Gain will get them a fresh set of
Yep,
downs.
good old fullback run up the middle.
That was a big time run.
So we have 1st and 10 here. Gaines, the motion man. Throws on the run.
Well, he caught that one. See, I looked to the left first, right? But the coverage that time on the left was pretty good, so...
Well, Gaines came pretty wide open. He did the job for you.
Yeah.
It's 1st and 10.
I see they have the nickel stack out there again.
Yep. Well, I don't know. It's going to be either left or right, eh?
Looking downfield with the pass. Right to him.
It's going to be left.
Takes him down at the 9-yard line. Quarterback lets it go, and he found its mark.
This is one of those guys who's always had a pretty good arm. He always seems to do a good job of reading the defense.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Maybe linebacker coverage on McCoy out there.
Quite possibly.
Yep.
Surveying the field. Right on the money.
Are they blitzing the safety there?
I think they were blitzing the safety, or he was in man coverage on the running back, maybe.
How weird.
Hard to say, because he started off so deep, right?
I think that was a blitz.
And
then he's coming out to contain you.
Yeah, it looks like he reacted when I stepped to the left a little bit, right?
Yep.
They were also, by the looks of it, they were sending both safeties, right? See the strong safety coming down there too?
Yep.
Right? It's just that they started a really long ways away. So they were trying to disguise it. It was a double safety blitz.
Yep.
With man coverage.
How weird.
Benson comes in for the extra point. And it's up.
I don't know if I'd call something like that even this far away from your own end zone.
I don't know if you call a double safety blitz anyway, really.
And they'll put up points in bunches.
I mean, what I prefer to do when I'm in the position where they were just in on defense is I like to play...
Send a linebacker.
Well, I like to play like a cover 3 zone.
Yeah, me too.
And I'll blitz someone from the outside, right?
Yep. Go Spoto.
I think I'm going to kick it that way the rest of the game now.
Just because of the incident with the
I figured
holdout?
out how to kick it at that lineman now, right? I was going a little bit too far out toward the left.
Yep.
I was aiming it too far left, I guess.
Yeah, that was a hook out, and he just dropped that.
Yep.
Threw it a little too soon, and it missed the mark. The pass rush almost got to him.
I don't think he ever had.
The thing is, though, with a lot of those routes, he's cutting them off early, and then the receiver's just chasing the ball, right?
Yep.
A lot of times, and they get away with it a lot because their players are so good. But lots of times you'll see drop passes like that just because the receiver's off balance when he's trying to catch it and that kind of thing, right?
And the left end says no.
Yep. I was looking at statistics at halftime, actually, and it's kind of weird, but you know how many deflected passes we had as a team in the first half?
How many?
None.
Really?
Yep, not even one.
Wow, that's crazy.
Drops its safeties into deeper coverage to be more prepared for the long pass. Pressure, throws out to the left.
Oh.
Seymour with the stop at the 48-yard line.
He was there, he just couldn't do it.
Yeah, he threw the lame duck up there, but it just was out of his reach, right?
No, that was a halfback swing pass, too.
Yep, that was one of those swing passes that develops going up the field, right?
Yeah, well, after they finish getting to the end of their route, they start running upfield. They have a tendency to do that.
Yeah.
Under pressure.
Oh.
He hits his
Well, I still hit him.
Yeah.
Makes the stop at the 41-yard line. And it'll be second and less than 2 following that pass with decent yardage.
I'll tell you, when you've got second and short, you can call just about anything.
Once they get inside my 40, I can stop backing the safeties off.
Back out there on third, and you still only need a yard or 2 for the first down.
Throws it. And this pass is complete.
Well, he's throwing those short curls over the middle now.
Showed awareness by the receiver. He knew just where he had to go to get the first down.
Which it would have been probably a smart thing for him to do earlier in the game, right?
The visiting team haven't done the job on first down when they've gone to the air.
And when you see that, and then you look at the scoreboard, you kind of get an idea of what they need to do better.
Stable couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
They'll convert for the first down if they can get the ball inside the 21. Quarterback back in the shotgun with the throw.
There's 3 guys covering that.
Yeah, I really don't understand why he threw that one.
I think even if the receiver catches that, I think he would have been out of bounds anyway, because it looked to me like he ran out of bounds before the ball even got to him.
Yeah.
8th play of this drive.
Those hookouts don't work very well to the short side of the field, right? They need a lot of room.
Pressure coming. Slings it to the outside. Great throw. Boston.
Well, that's another 4th down.
27-yard line.
Alas, they're in range for their kicker, I think.
Yeah, and he's got a 5-mile-an-hour wind at his back, so he should be able to make this without too much trouble.
Hunter comes into the game to try the field goal. The kick is up. The kick sails through the uprights. The visiting team still down by a bunch. The visiting team are ready to kick this one off.
Well, you know what, though? I think this is one of the few teams this season that scored twice on us. Right? I think there's less than a handful of teams that we played scored more than once.
They might even score 3 times if they can get another 2-minute stint in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you never know, hey?
1st and 10.
Well, let's see if McCoy can block that linebacker out there.
No problem.
Yes, he can. And get a little help from the guard there.
They went with the running play.
You never know when you're going to find some room.
Get a nice run.
Loose into the secondary.
See, I've got an idea, too, and I think I may drop the single back tight formation.
That'd be a big step for you.
And go to a shotgun version, but with the halfback behind the quarterback, right?
Dropping back with the
because it's pretty hard to run out of this. Well, look at this. He's still going. It's pretty hard to run out of the single back tight formation successfully.
Yep.
Whereas if you're in a shotgun formation, it seemed like, at least with the type of shotgun formation that I sort of invented here, right?
Yeah, like a pistol type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can run out of this with some hope of success, right? And I mean, yeah, the types of run plays that I can run are somewhat limited.
But the point is you can still do it.
But the point is you can still do it. It's not automatically a pass play when you line up in the shotgun, right?
Hand it off to the back.
And, you know, when you get a guy shooting through the gap in the line like that, sometimes, if you're quick,
you can outrun him.
You can outrun him and get away from him because you got a little bit of a head start, right? See, this play I didn't think was going to be terribly successful anyway, because for one thing, they left the corner out here.
And their line is wide.
They left their safety back there. And yeah, they kind of brought that safety down, but they also presented me with a really wide front here too, right?
Yep.
And of course, I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like maybe the linebacker. Oh no, that's actually
the middle linebacker.
The middle linebacker who came through a gap there unblocked, right? But I had enough of a head start on him to the outside that he wasn't actually able to catch me.
Yep. And that really says something about these linebackers.
Yeah. Oh, I ran out of time.
So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the home team ahead of the visiting.
But I'm okay with that. I mean, sometimes things like that are going to happen, right? They had enough guys clustered up at the line that I just plain ran out of blockers, and I didn't have anybody left to block that guy, right?
Yep.
Which is okay. I mean, you know, like I can live with that kind of thing happening sometimes. It's when 2 or 3 offensive linemen skip their blocks, or when the leading fullback there, 86, skips his block like that.
The thing I like the most is how prepared he always is.
See, here's single back tight, and basically for me it's just a passing formation. And so what I'm thinking is something like this, only in the shotgun with the halfback behind me, right?
Yeah, you'd get a deeper drop that way, I guess.
Yeah.
He held on to it too long. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle by Martin.
You might have been able to get it to your halfback there.
Yeah, but unfortunately I looked at the left guy first, and he didn't beat his man. And then I looked at the left inside guy, and by then I was already in your face, I was already being, you know, like I didn't have time for a third look, right?
Very shallow
Ooh, nice bounce.
Very nice. That's an inside the 20 punt.
One thing I will say, in the first half, I was only 1 for 4 on third down conversions, and it seemed like if they managed to get me into a third down situation, they did a good job of defending the pass on third down, right?
See, this sort of thing is just greed. This is just greed.
Yeah, he should have just stuck with his man, continued to close on him, let him catch it, and then tackle him. You know, he doesn't have to try and jump in front of that.
He just needs to run sideways some more.
Yep. Well, and by the looks of it, he could have, right?
Yep.
And then that would have been a catch for a 1 yard gain or no gain or something like that instead of what that turned out to be. But that's how this game's designed, though, right? They're always trying for the highlight reel play, right?
Yep. There you go. Sandman 99 lays the hit on that wide receiver for good measure.
Yeah. And Hallman tips the pass away. I'm surprised that they're testing that side, too, because those are our two best deep pass defenders, too. Like, I don't know why, if they're going to do that, I don't know why they're not going down the other side of the field, right?
I don't know. They've always been doing that, though, all game long.
Yeah.
And in previous games, too. Over and over, they always throw it there. I don't know why.
There, see, that guy played it right that time, right?
Yeah. I wonder if that was the same guy, actually. Nope, that's Boston.
That's Boston. But he played that right. Let him catch it, and then...
just hit him.
And then hit him.
Exactly.
And in fact, you know, if doing that, well, it turned into a drop pass because when he hit him, he knocked the ball out, right?
But even if he hadn't hit him, it probably would have been a pass for a loss.
Yeah. Yeah, just let him. That's the way the flat defenders should always play. They should never try and jump in front of those passes like that. Because that if they do that and miss, it turns into a big play, right?
I just returned a punt against an all-Madden team.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often, does it?
No.
First and 10.
I guess something must have gone wrong there.
Number 6 with a man in motion.
Okay, well, they gave me a little more room over there, so long as everybody actually blocks the people they're supposed to.
Anderson. There he goes. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
He got hit so hard he darn near had to take a taxi back to the stadium.
Pickup of about 7. They have to get the ball inside the 42 to convert. Changing the play now. Number 6 sends a man in motion.
See, I'd like to look at Hudson on the right there, but the way that those defenders are positioned...
Oh, he's open.
Yep. I wasn't sure that he'd come open because the way they're positioned like that, quite often he can get jammed at the line, right?
Yeah, it all depends on how they react off the line.
It's first and 10.
Well,
I mean, your tight end didn't block anybody, but it wasn't even the guy that he didn't block that ended up getting you there anyways.
no, but they had, like, by the looks of it, 2 guys on that side that both beat their men, right?
Yep.
They both made moves, and they both happened to make a move to the same place.
But if they hadn't, the outside linebacker didn't get blocked anyways.
Yeah.
Number 6 with a man in motion. Drops back. Looking downfield.
Over to Green.
He hits his receiver. The 20.
Green is seeing green right now.
Yep. Well, that turned into a big gain too, right?
And the thing is, he doesn't care how big that window is. With his accuracy, everyone's open.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Martin. He shakes it.
Oh, look at that.
That was amazing.
I almost made it in. I just got staggered a little bit after breaking that tackle, right?
Yep.
Just 4 yards from the goal
Well,
line.
Martin is a fantastic asset for the team. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, a guy who was like the never hit the field halfback
Is a fantastic fullback.
turns into a fantastic fullback, yeah.
And he's got great hands, too. That's more than you can ever expect out of a fullback.
Green
That makes him a backfield weapon.
just gets by the first down marker. Looks like he's just shaking
Uh-oh,
up.
our left tackle just got injured.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, I guess the rookie's going to be stepping up now.
Yep.
Ball on the 2-yard line.
There he is, number 67.
He's fucking huge.
Well, let's hope he can block as well as it looks like he could.
Gets the toss.
Oh, he ran that guy into the end zone.
Yeah,
He just couldn't take
unfortunately
advantage of it.
they had a different guy who was kind of containing out there, right?
Yep.
To block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running play. Sometimes they struggle.
Yeah, he's a big boy, that guy. Holy wow. He's like the biggest guy on the offensive line by far.
Yeah. He's like almost as big as Rec B5X.
Tosses it out to the right on the ground. And so he takes it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
Yep, he just lowered his shoulders and got the short yardage that they needed.
Yeah, those little quick tosses like that are really hard to stop, eh?
Yeah.
I actually discovered that when I was playing around with just the normal split backs formation, because you can do that. You can draw a play like that from that, eh?
Yep.
It's like one of the few viable run plays out of that formation.
Yep. The other being like a straight ahead dive.
Yeah.
Forward on with another score.
Well, that's why John says the split backs formation is primarily a running formation.
Actually, is that what he says?
No, he says it's primarily a passing formation, but I'm full of shit, so.
Yeah, well, it is primarily a passing formation because the
From the 26.
Nice job, Pete Doss.
yeah, number 63 there running the kickback again.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Oh,
I'll get him.
you had to clean up there.
Yep. Uh-oh. Tony Seymour got hurt.
Uh-oh. That's bad news.
Yeah, it's somewhat bad news. I think the guy who will back him up is all right, though.
Back to the play on the field.
I think he's a good player. He'll probably be fine.
2nd and 9.
He's like a Jamie Boston type of guy.
Out of the gun. Dropping.
Oh!
And he just got
He
a
shot the
sack.
A-gap!
The offensive line are just getting manhandled out there.
Oh, you shouldn't have stopped that early then.
Number 52 there. He's the guy who's taking Seymour's place right now, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, and the first play out there, he sacks the quarterback.
Only one man in the backfield. Closing in, rolls right.
Ooh, and then he almost got an interception, too, on top of it.
Yeah, that's
Floyd is his name,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Floyd. I remember Floyd now. He's like the backup guy who has like 80 strength.
Ah,
And he's also about as fast as Seymour.
and he also catches about as well.
Yeah. No, he catches worse. I think Seymour's a better catcher by far.
Oh,
And he chooses not to return.
But I
this
didn't
one.
draft Floyd because I wanted a linebacker that could get interceptions. I drafted Floyd because I wanted a big, strong safety.
1st and 10.
And he hasn't evolved to that point yet, so he's still playing backup linebacker right now.
Number 6.
Just developing him a little more before he takes up his permanent position.
wow, look at this.
Anderson.
Oh,
And he just got level.
good pursuit by number 28 there. I thought I had something big there, eh?
Yep. Yeah, I guess actually we've got a lot of depth at linebacker on this team.
Oh yeah, like you're. That's why, you know, when we said it was the year of the linebacker, I mean, we weren't kidding.
Yeah, well, I drafted, like, every player I drafted was a linebacker. I don't think I drafted anybody who wasn't a linebacker except for, like, one safety, which I turned into a cornerback.
Surveying the field, trying something to the left.
Oh, wow, did that guy ever accelerate to that?
Nothing was there, though.
I guess they're tired of that. They won't take that shit no more. He's going, we're not gonna take it.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. He's looking, throws it, and he hits his target. Davis is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 49.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on third down. They come through with this perfect play.
I pretty much had forever to stand in the pocket there. They didn't get very much pressure on that play.
Yep.
He sees something in the defense.
Okay, sure.
Leaving it deep.
Surveys the field with the pass.
And he caught it.
Yep.
Boy, makes
Big
the
chunk of yardage.
The 21. Number 6. Clearly he's having one of the great games of his or anybody else's career.
I just threw for 500 yards against the Desperados. Wow.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Changing the play now.
Yeah, I pretty much shredded them through the air, eh?
Yep.
Pass play here on first down. Gets the pass off. And the catch.
That's a touchdown.
He's inside the 10.
Take a look at this. He gets himself into position. Keeps his legs.
Yeah, it was all that block.
Yep.
That's a completion.
Well, I think it's safe to say we've earned ourselves another Super Bowl appearance.
Yep. I think so too. And then the light flickers overhead, so knock on not wood.
Well, we'll just have to see what a couple of those injury situations are, because those are both pretty key players, right?
I think Floyd will do fine in Seymour's position. Might even do better. Because he won't get picked up by those running backs as easily. So they've actually increased the strength of my pass rush.
High, but very short. From the 26-yard line.
There, we'll kick it to that lineman again.
Last time after 3 plays. So they have first and 10 here. Stabler, the lone setback.
And without fail, they move him over.
Oh, looks like Seymour's back now. Anyway.
I have to start running upfield because I'm not fast enough to match that guy.
Wasn't able to get anything going in that play.
That's okay. Your corner did a good job over there.
That's just a case of studying
Containing that.
this week.
Right on.
When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
The quarterback lines up with 2 options behind him. With the pass.
Crunch.
This pass is incomplete.
You're one game away from the Super Bowl, and your team is counting on you.
Oh, you can't really diss him for dropping that. He did have a 250-pound linebacker clocking him in the back while he was trying to catch it, really.
Actually, I think Seymour's only 245 pounds.
Oh, well, big difference.
That's part of why I rip on him all the time.
Pressure. It's the
Wow.
pass off, and it's caught. Good read, finding the single coverage in the secondary. So they have first and 10 here.
Oh, look at this, a run play.
Number 43 takes him down.
Well, I did come out there in a very pass-oriented defense. Not
Yeah.
surprised that worked.
Yeah, he ran 10 yards before the safeties even woke up and came up there to tackle him.
Well, I don't got to back them up anymore, though.
In their defense, though, they haven't really done this a whole lot in this game, right?
Or in this season.
There's Hallman knocking the ball away, and number 43 knocking the receiver down again.
Yep. That's the way we do it.
Yeah.
Over the top for everyone, and he got his hand on it to knock it away.
Yeah. Just going to make sure if Holman misses that ball that you're not catching it either.
Under pressure, gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Alford with the tackle at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Alford is just not quite as good at home as Holman is at coverage.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Will the Desperados score again?
Only one man in the backfield. Pressure coming. He surveys the field.
Or, oh boy.
Oh, man.
Well, you know what? I threw one like that earlier this game. I guess he gets one too, eh?
Yep.
2-minute warning coming up.
Well, now Holman's deflected 4 passes in the second half here.
He's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Kaufman back in the shotgun. He's looking. Go fly to the end zone.
Oh, look at that. Now the safety ducks it away
That's
this
why
time.
you got the safety in the middle so that he can help.
Incomplete.
He had some room up in front of him to scramble out of the pocket and pick up a few yards. Maybe he should have done that.
But they still keep throwing it to that side. You might notice that.
Yeah, I know. They've been testing that side again and again.
Over and over and over. Right? Over and over and over.
They should definitely be throwing it to the other side. Wow. I don't know why they don't.
Third down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense
Again!
extra rest.
Yep, again.
Why?
A fresh set of downs.
It's not like there isn't coverage on that
Yeah,
side.
Holman and number 43 there, they're the 2 best defensive backs on the team. Like,
Stop throwing there.
why do you keep trying to beat them? You throw it to the other side where the 3rd and 4th best defensive backs on the team are. Maybe you might have a chance.
Dropping back, closing in with the throw.
Oh, or not.
Yeah, I just went and switched my pass rush to the other side because I saw they came out in the split backs.
Yeah.
And he gets up there and knocks it away.
Oh, look at this. They're going to put everybody up on the line here.
Looks like he's calling it on.
And that, folks, is the power of the cover 3.
He'll pass on first down. Throws it.
And this is a touchdown. Bye-bye.
The 40.
Jeez.
The 20. The 10.
See, he is slowly gaining, pulling away from him, but
Yep.
only just very slowly.
Yep. Yeah, he's only just a little faster than that guy.
Yeah, that was an 84-yard touchdown. Wow.
Benson comes in to attempt the
He's got
point
10 catches in this game.
And it's up. The point after is good. The home team continued to
Well, we could hit 69 points, maybe. We can get one more touchdown.
Well, if I could get an interception, but I doubt it. Not with my personnel.
He gets off a high kick, but a little short. From the 26-yard line. Stiff arm.
Oh,
Oh, they
I
got someone
overran
else.
him there.
They got someone
So they
different
have
out there
somebody,
now.
yeah, that guy to number 47.
40-yard line.
Maybe they made a substitution because they didn't want me kicking it to their offensive lineman all the time.
Quite possibly.
Because I kicked it to the same place.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Kaufman using split backs. Kaufman with a man in motion. Passing on first down. Pressure slings it to the outside.
Yeah!
Incomplete pass.
Look at Greg May swat that away.
Yep.
See? Greg May, pass defender.
Drops back. Stepping up. Under pressure.
Oh, I missed him!
I didn't know Grant Kaufman could run like that. I don't think I've ever seen him do that before.
Yeah.
I guess he can scramble a little bit if you don't watch him.
Looking downfield, pressure coming, passing run, and the catch is made. Abrams catches a floater for the first down.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes that are sure first down.
With the pass, he hits his receiver. Hank makes the tackle at the 12-yard line. Looks like he's changing the play. Closing in, throwing a
Oh, wow. Denied.
Although you're on the 1 yard line now.
Position to intercept that throw.
Great play, great execution. Now that's what defense is all about.
Wow.
Nickelback in this time. Looks like he's calling an audible. Hands it off to the fullback. Holt stops him at the 2. Martin couldn't find an opening.
Oh, I managed to gain a yard.
Yeah, he was. This line has
Well,
to do
that
a better
helps.
job of
Oh,
holding
Rec
up.
V5X is the horse trailer player of the game.
He can explode through the hole, but he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
Or I could just dive it up the middle too, eh? We'll do that.
Good.
Yeah, well, assuming I manage to not get stuck in my own end zone, then I'll probably be able to just run the clock out here after this.
Again with the carry. Number 28 makes the stop at the 3-yard line.
That's it.
Gain of 2.
We're
That's
going
the conference
we're
title.
Going to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
This turned out to be a much more lopsided game than I expected to.
Yeah, it was crazy, actually.
Yeah. Well, Rec V5X, your defense came to play today.
Yeah, I have to admit, I did get lucky on that interception, though.
I don't know.
I audibled to a zone defense there last minute.
Well, that's what happens, though, right? That's how I almost got picked off earlier in this game. It's because I read man, and that was zone,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Well, that was a pretty lopsided game. Most passing yards in a single game. 599 yards. Wow, I set that record against an all Madden team, too.
Most passing yards individual.
Most receiving yards. Quincy White with 382 yards receiving in a single game. Wow. I think they probably should have kept their safeties back and their corners out wide a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you get a wide receiver with 99 speed. I would say even go so far as to say any wide receiver that has more than about 92 or 93 speed, you got to leave those guys back deep.
And I always do.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go. So, they did manage a respectable amount of passing yards against you this game.
Yep. That leaky pass defense.
Yeah. But they worked really hard at stopping the run, right? You know, again, they gave up 600 yards passing to keep me down around 100 yards rushing, right? So you only allowed them to score once in four red zone attempts.
Oh God.
That's a 75% stop ratio inside the 20.
I didn't even realize they'd gotten in there that much.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. They got 1 touchdown and 4 trips to the red zone and no other points.
You had a perfect quarterback rating.
Yep, pretty close. I was lucky I didn't throw an interception on that one. Look at that. Completed 84% of my passes. I had 2 touchdown passes that were over 80 yards in this game. Although they sacked me 3 times, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they have that defensive line, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Gaines only got 75 yards, although he did have a respectable average.
Yeah. It was pretty tough to run against these guys, though, because they're crowding the line all the time, too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what happens, right? You crowd the line, and Quincy White runs wild. He only dropped one pass, too, which is pretty good. John Mike Houston had a pretty good game. My tight ends both had a decent game. Right? Both of the rookies got a touchdown pass. That's pretty good. There's Tony Seymour leading the team in tackles again. See, that guy is really, he really hustles out there, right?
Then Alford and Hanks and Carey. So lots of defensive back tackles. That's nickel back and that's dime back.
Yeah, but you were playing a lot of nickel and dime in this game.
And then Sandman 99, Alfred Lewis, Perry Doss. Yeah, I guess it's Perry Doss, not Pete Doss. Greg May. I got 2 tackles, 2 manual tackles.
Yeah.
Take a look at tackles for a loss. You got Seymour and me and Carey, Holt, Lewis. 3 sacks by Greg May. That's what he's there for.
Yep, that's what he does.
And 1 sack by Damon Floyd. See, Damon Floyd is big enough to get those sacks.
Yeah.
Although, oddly enough, he's only 239 pounds, but he has like 80 strength. He's just a strong guy. And then,
the interception in the end zone.
Yep. Oh, he's 6'4", too. 6'4" and 239. Holy shit. He's a beanpole.
Yep.
And, the 1 interception. The pass deflections. 5 from Holman.
Yeah, he had a busy
unusual.
day. Yeah, well, they kept throwing it deep to his side, right?
Over and over and over. And
yeah,
Greg May got 2.
And I don't think he allowed a single one. Like, he didn't allow a single pass to be completed to his side. He just knocked everything away, right?
Yeah, he just did a good job.
Well, that's what I was telling you, though. When I had him playing at the other cornerback position last season, it was the same thing. Eventually, teams just stopped throwing to his side.
Except for these guys.
Yeah, except for these guys. Well, he managed to throw for 198 yards, and he completed 20 of 40, so he completed 50% of his passes.
I told you they were going to throw like 40 times.
Yeah. Yeah, and they only ran like 13 times, and that was a scramble by Kaufman there.
Yeah, I think I said 14 times total at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, well, and the only reason that he got good yards on that one, I think, is he caught you by surprise because...
Yeah, and I went to hit stick him with...
He's not really a scrambling quarterback either, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just, I think he has something like 62 speed or something. Like, he's not really a scrambler, right?
He's mobile, but he's not a scrambler. But I did try to hit stick him there, too, and I kind of screwed that up.
Anyway, he spread the ball around lots. Wow, their center got 5 pancake blocks.
Yeah.
But you can tell you're in trouble when your cornerback leads the team in tackles by that much, and then your safety, right?
Yep.
Before you get into the guys on the front 7. That's what their big mistake is, and that's what the way I wish they would have built this game differently. Let the linemen and the linebackers defend the run and leave the DBs back to defend the pass.
Yeah.
Because the defense in this game really isn't so tough. Right?
Well, at least not for you.
Well, not for anyone once you figure out what works.
If they can execute it, I can't.
Anyway, that's it. Rec V5X is the player of the game, throwing for 618 yards and 6 touchdowns. And that was an all Madden team that we were playing. I think the bad men are sitting there watching this and going, fuck, wish that the Desperados had won that game.
Yeah, really.
But anyway, well, I guess next time we are out here, we'll be playing in the Super Bowl.
Yep. So, I'm Rec V5.
And I am the Mad Bomber.
Have a good one.